know he taking care of his people. Well, Von, when he got his first million, he took 100,000 and went to and handed it out amongst niggas that probably ain't never seen 10.
Damn.
BBN, Jack Rose, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing this morning? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. So, real quick, I found this spot, and we might be filming in this spot for the Tonight Show. I'm checking the light out right now. That's why I got out here a little bit early while it's still dark out. I wanted to shoot the Tonight Show. I was actually checking for the spot. So I found the spot. So we're going to try to have a Tonight Show tonight. I'm going to see how I can work it. Because the only problem is the lights in back of me, but I don't know if y'all care. So let me know if y'all care whether the lights in back of me or in front of me. Just let me know. I'm going to play that clip one more time. And I want to say something real quick. Pay attention. Right? I want y'all to pay attention. You know how I keep telling y'all a lot of these groups of people wouldn't be getting arrested if they watch the BBN? You know how I keep telling y'all that I be putting y'all on the game to what's happening out here, how the feds is moving, how the police is moving, how y'all could quite possibly stay out of jail. Also, don't commit crimes. Right? Also, hit that like button so we can send out some notifications.
Hit that like button.
That's what it is. Good morning, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Come on. Y'all heard them. Let's go. Now check this out. You know how I keep telling y'all, yo, I be putting y'all on the game. I just want to explain something. Everything that I've been saying for the longest, these dudes is coming out on podcasts and repeating. I don't know when this podcast happened. It's a different podcast. I got this from the I Smoke Hip Hop channel. Shout out to I Smoke Hip Hop. That's where I got this audio from that I'm playing. Salute to him. Go check out his channel. Obviously, I know who the homie is. And everybody hit that like button on the way in. 600 Breezy said in this interview that he believes the reason why the OTF members were arrested were King Von. I'm gonna ask this question now, but I'm gonna answer it like in an hour and a half. Does anybody know why that's? Do you really know why that's important? Mark my words. Listen. Listen. Mark my words. This interview that 600 Breezy did, at some point or another, is going to end up in court attached to a case.
Bro, I left work and I saw you working. I come to work and you still working.
That's what it is.
Still at that work?
Yeah, man. Enjoy your day, my brother. Hell yeah. Let's go. Don't hate on the kid, man. That's all I can say. Don't hate on the kid, man. Nigga really be out here. Nigga really be out here putting shit together even when nigga don't got shit to put together. Stop hating on the kid. 600 Breezy said the reason why the whole OTF arrest happened, he believed, is because of King Von. Listen, you know how y'all keep saying, we doing roll call at the 10-minute mark. So get your comments in now. We're doing roll call at the 10-minute mark. You know how we often have people come in the comments and what they say is, King Von paid everybody after FBG Duck passed away, and that was a payment. I never subscribed to that. Can we hit that like button, please? Send out some notifications. It's early. I never actually subscribed to that notion. I'm gonna explain to you why I don't subscribe to that. Morning. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying that that's not what happened. What I'm saying is, in order for me to say that, you have to understand all the people that I'm now implicating in crimes. I'm implicating a lot of people in crimes. Morning. Do y'all notice? I want to say something real quick. Do y'all notice every time I go to a new neighborhood, every single fucking time I go to a new neighborhood in Philly, whatever neighborhood I'm in, do y'all notice that after a day or two, everybody starts saying hi to me without me even saying nothing? Come on, man. Respect the energy. That's all I'm saying. Respect the energy. That's it. Now check this out. Now check this out. We do a roll call at the 10-minute mark because we started early as shit. So everybody get your comments. Mark my words, this 600 Breezy conversation is going to end up in court documents. Mark my words. I'm about to explain to you why. Y'all dudes talk too much. Y'all dudes talk too much. I just want to explain this. Way too much. The amount of talking that these gangster niggas do, and I'm saying these niggas is gangsters. I'm not saying that they're imaginary gangsters. I'm saying 100% gangsters. The amount of talking that these gangsters do is just mind-boggling. I'm going to explain something. If you think the feds is going to come to a statement that you make and take that statement and leave that statement on an island by itself, you are widely mistaken. You are all of the mistakens. The FBI is going to take the statement that you made that they like, that they want to use, and they're going to go and they're going to marry that to other statements. And then marry those statements to other statements. Then marry those statements to other statements. Then they're going to create a narrative, and then they're going to put people in places doing things. So you don't got to say everything. You could just say enough. Now, I'm not going to go over the myriad of things that I heard this dude say in that interview that it's like, I can't believe you going there. But I do want to bring up a couple of topics real quick so y'all can understand why King Von was never going to be able to be a superstar. I don't get it. Those songs that he was talking about, those were real life shits. Those were things that really happened. King Von is one of the... King Von was in no way capping. I mean, I'm explaining to you why him giving them all of this money was bad. King Von was in no way capping. It was not cap. Keeping it a stack. Good morning, my brother. Wasn't capping. So he made how many songs about how many murders that were possibly real? Y'all don't get it, do y'all? You don't get it yet, right? You don't get it yet? I'm gonna slow walk this bitch. I'm gonna slow walk this bitch. Because if I say this too fast, I'm gonna have to keep answering questions. I'm gonna have to keep repeating myself. So we're gonna slow walk it. Let's get them likes up so we can send out some notifications. Okay, so the first thing I want you to really focus on and understand is, let's play this 600 Breezy audio again real quick. Listen to what 600 Breezy said. We got a couple of pieces of this audio that we gonna run, right? But listen to what 600 Breezy says. Listen. Pay attention. Let me rewind this thing. He says, look, Dirt. Good morning, my brother. All right. He says, Dirt. Y'all don't know this, but you know, he get back to the hood. You're like, why am I thinking that statement is a big deal, right? And then he said, yeah, but King Von kind of did it on camera. He ain't say it like that, but that's basically what he's saying. So we're to believe that that money that King Von gave to those dudes is to pay for Dirt. This idiot, pardon me, not an idiot, he just wasn't thinking. He just connected Dirt to doing similar things just behind the scenes and not in the front. Listen.
When he got his first million, he took 100,000 and went to and handed it out amongst niggas that probably ain't never seen teeth. He had a lot of time with himself to think. He was a genuine nigga too. You see, that's the only nigga y'all seen from Chicago other than Dirt. Y'all see Dirk be, he don't broadcast it, but he you know, he take care of his people. But Von, when he got his first million, he took 100,000 and went to and handed it out amongst niggas that probably ain't never seen 10.
Okay, so, well, I don't think that's a big deal, right? I'm a street nigga. I'm like, yo, but you're supposed to take care of your people. I mean, I'm out here. I'm a regular citizen. I'm out here like, yo, look, you got to take care of your people. What are you doing, right? Just a regular human being. Yo, he made it out the hood. He's supposed to give back to the community. What do y'all keep hearing me say? When I give back to the community, I ain't giving back to the community with no money. I'm not giving y'all niggas fish. Copy? We gonna teach niggas how to fish. There's a reason for that. We're not giving you no fish. We're gonna teach niggas how to fish. I'm gonna make sure that whatever team I got around me at that point, that we're gonna be able to expand in a way that others are gonna expand with us and grow. That's always been my idea, and that's always been what this platform has been about. We've just been unable to acquire that, achieve that for various different reasons. But that's always been our purpose, to find people to work together with and for us to elevate together, right? Boom. When he said, listen to what he said, Dirk gives back to the hood all the time. He said King Vaughn just happened. He get his first 100,000. He get his first million. He came back and gave back 100,000. How much money was on FBG Duck's head? How much money do they keep saying was on FBG Duck's head? How much money do they keep saying was on FBG Duck's head? This is not difficult. Let's do roll call real quick while y'all get that together. Shout out to AP. He says, off work today. What's up, Jack? Chilling. What up, Black Cuddy? He says, good morning, Jack. Good morning, my brother. What up to the business? He said, up super early. Yeah, let's go. What up, hidden plain sight? Shout out to the dude that got kicked. I ain't even see what you said. Shout out to the business, getting busy. What up, hidden in plain sight? He said, $1. I heard it was $1 million. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I don't know. But I heard it was $1 million. I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Only one rapper in history that I know got $1 million advance upon signing. It could be other rappers also, but the only person I know that got $1 million on signing was 50. Shout out to Mr. McKinney. How you doing this morning? Okay, baby girl. What up, Jerome Battle? Salute. Let's hit that like button. Send out some notifications. We up early today. Also, somebody throw the fucking Cash App in the chat. If I'm not killing it another day, early. My show should start being called Why These Gangsters Need to Stop Talking. Because literally half of my videos is about why these gangsters need to stop talking. They're literally putting themselves and their mans in jail. I don't know what to tell you. Now listen, how much money was allegedly on FBG Duck's head? Allegedly. Also, I got a defense for all of this. I'm gonna start also stating the best defenses I can against these things. Also, I realized the other day I don't do that enough. I'm gonna start also stating the best defenses. But the reason why I don't be wanting to do that is I don't be knowing if niggas is guilty or innocent. I'm just telling you about the fuck ups that they make. Some of these dudes that's getting caught up and going to jail, they might be 100% innocent. Do you get what I'm saying? 3 of them niggas was crying. Some of these dudes might be 100% innocent. 3 of them dudes were crying. I'm gonna tell you something that the police love to do. They love to arrest the person that did the crime along with people who are innocent. Morning, my brother. Do you understand? 3 of them niggas was crying. There's a good chance at least one of them niggas was not involved. I'm gonna say that again. Nobody got time. I'm gonna say this again. Listen, we got 50 people in here. Can we hit that like button, please, and send out some notifications? Listen, I'm gonna say this again. How much money was there on FBG Duck's head? This is what I mean by niggas just be talking, and of course they don't got nothing better to do. Earlier in the video, I'm not gonna play that part because this is somebody else's content. You know, I really prefer not to play other people's content. But earlier in the video, Breezy says, basically alludes to the songs that freaking King Born wrote were real. Nah, that was all real street shit. I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that a little bit later. Remember that. All real street shit. That's what he said, basically. He said, nah, Bone was the realest. All that shit he was rapping about, he did. Now, when you say that about most rappers, you be like, okay, this nigga just rapped about selling. Vaughn was telling detailed stories about murder. I'm gonna play the 600 Breezy part one more time. Low frequency energy. Y'all feel the low frequency energy? Y'all let me know when we should just bounce the low frequency energy. That's what we're gonna start doing. Because I'm ignoring the low frequency energy. So I need for y'all to start letting me know when we just kick the low frequency energy.
Y'all seen from Chicago, other than Dirk, y'all seen Dirk be, he don't broadcast it, but he you know, he take care of his people. But Vaughn, when he got his first million, he took 100,000 and went to and handed it out amongst niggas that probably ain't never seen 10. Damn.
I want to say something real quick, and this is I know I'm saying a lot, but let's just say for the second the FBI believes that that was a payment for the FBG Duck murder. Let's just say that the FBI believes that. I'm not saying that that's the truth, and I'm not saying that that's what the FBI thinks. But let's just say for a moment that the FBI believes that that was for payment for FBG Duck. This dude just said, before he brought up the payment, he basically just said, Dirk be coming to the hood and giving niggas money, and alluded to similar purposes. Do y'all understand why he shouldn't have said that, or am I the only one? Big Lee says social media is the new streets. Most of the guys tell on themselves all the time. That's a fact. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Listen, can we hit that like button, please? Mr. McKinney says, I seen multiple videos where Vaughn was in the hood passing out stacks to the homies. No Limit says Dirk is, good morning. He says Dirk is the neighborhood hero. He could give the money anytime. You don't get it, No Limit War. You don't, okay, so I'm not gonna, listen to actually what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. What up, Anthony Iman? He says, good morning, Jack, BB, and Chad. Hope all is well. Listen, I know you just, I'm not saying that Dirk can't give the money. I'm going to put this into context one more time. Listen, 600 Breezy. Allegedly, I don't know how true this is. I don't know who the fuck says that this is a thing. It might just be a lie. But allegedly, there was $1 million on FBG Duck's head, right? In this conversation that Breezy is having, 600 Breezy, at a podcast, he says, Dirk's a real one. He comes back to the hood basically all the time. He said he gives back to the hood all the time. And then he starts talking about how King Von also gives back to the hood, aligning that they give back to the hood the same way. Now, if the FBI believes that that time that King Von went and gave back the 100,000 to the hood, if the FBI believes that, and he's now associating Dirk giving back to the hood the same way with King Von giving back to the hood, you get it? You get why he shouldn't have said that? Morning Chase, he said, early rise, my brother, salute. Bang Bang says, shouldn't we happy they telling on themselves? I say, don't commit crimes. So that's my angle. So right now we're having this conversation not because we're upset anybody got caught. We're having this conversation because a crime was committed where there was a loss taken a victim. That's why we're having this conversation. This conversation is for the victim. But I don't hate people that make these mistakes, or what I consider to be mistakes, and they don't. It's their life. What up, Gino, for sure? Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. We've been killing it. Listen.
That's real nigga shit.
Didn't put on the internet either. Just did it.
No, it was on the internet.
Yeah, he put on the internet.
But it was like a video blog. It wasn't like he just,
How the dude that's doing the podcast don't know that shit wasn't all over the internet when King Von gave the money out? Stop trying to tell me that these dudes that just because they got a little bit, they got way more visibility than me, that they're better than me at this. That shit was, what the fuck is he talking about? Shout out to him, though. Also, I don't know what podcast this is, but I'm getting this from I Smoke Hip Hop. So shout out to I Smoke Hip Hop. This is I Smoke Hip Hop. Go check out I Smoke Hip Hop.
you know, but
people get a lot of slack for that, for like donating money on camera, but what you got to look at it from the positive. When you do that, it inspires other people to want to give back too.
I love Von the Devil, but I feel like him doing that and taking $100,000 to his neighborhood is the reason all that shit just happened with that firm shit, with the FBG Duck shit too. Because I feel like the boys ever said, I feel like they.
Yo, you heard what he said? Did you hear what he said? What up, LB? Since 23. How you doing, my brother? Shout out to the Bay. Did you hear what he said? He believes that the reason why everybody got arrested was because this dude went to the hood and gave the money out. Did he give that money out before or after Duck died? Good morning, my brother. Did he give the money out before or after Duck died? Good morning. You get it? I want to add another conversation in here in a minute. After. How much money was on Duck's head allegedly? Anybody know how much money was allegedly on Duck's head? Do y'all understand how easy they make this for the police? No Limit War says there was $1 million on Duck's head. $1 million. How much money did he just say King Von got and then gave 100,000 out? Keeping it tall, yeah, I said that. He actually says that later in the interview. I don't know if later in this interview, I don't remember exactly where, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it for you. But he actually says that later in this interview. Says the same exact thing. That if they didn't do that on the Gulf Coast, the police would have never showed up. Matter of fact, I think he says that next.
So, but the feds only come when there's money involved. The feds don't just come get involved in shit It's just street shit.
He's right.
The police, they want everything. They don't give a fuck about niggas killing each other for real. But when there's some money involved, they coming. So they feel.
My dude, look, at this point, but he gave out 10% like they do for their bond. The funny thing is, Myron, the lightest skinned host of the podcast, is ex-FBI. Morning. Hold on, so the dude from the podcast where 600 Breezy just went and did is ex-FBI agent. You can't script this shit. I don't even know if I want to talk about this movie. I don't even know if I want to talk about this anymore. I'm being honest with you. I don't know if I want to talk about this anymore. Morning. Morning. Hold on. Dirk ain't going to jail, my nigga. What the fuck? Yo, they getting all of them niggas up out of the rack. All of y'all niggas that in the rack that currently don't have no cases, I advise y'all to go move out of the city to some family, not in Chirac. That's the best advice I can give. Good morning. That's the best advice I can give for anybody that's in the hood in Chirac and y'all involved in shooting and killing. And some of y'all drug niggas too, because y'all involved in the shooting and killing too. Y'all need to get the fuck up out of there. They coming for 100% of you niggas. They're not leaving nobody but the regular poor niggas that know how to act. They coming for 100% of you niggas. I don't even know if I should talk about this no more. I'm not talking about this 600 Breezy shit no more. We'll talk about the regular conversation on it. I'm not talking about what the fuck he talking about no more. Nah, nigga. I see what you niggas is doing. Niggas is weirdos. Oh, this shit, you can't trust nobody, yo. Yo! He's an ex-FBI agent. Okay, I'm gonna explain something. There are no ex-FBI agents, my nigga. The only ex-FBI agents are dead or working for the enemy now. They're still not exes. Good morning. And what the fuck are you talking about, an ex-FBI agent? How could that be a thing? What the fuck? What are you telling me? How could that be a thing? How can you be an ex-FBI agent? What the fuck, yo? Yo, what the fuck? Y'all niggas be falling for this? Now he's really an ex-FBI agent and you just telling me shit. Like, y'all really be falling for this? How can he be an ex-FBI? How is that a thing? Just me, before he was an official FBI agent. Now he's an unofficial, he's still alive. He's an unofficial FBI agent. Okay. The fuck are y'all talking about? An ex-FBI agent? That's not a thing. That's not a thing. What the hell? Niggas fall for anything. Oh man, I can't, oh man. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that interview no more. I'm not talking about more than what we've already discussed because I ain't got no choice. But the where I was going, I don't even want to. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that unless we get there a different way. Unless we get there a different way, we not doing that. Where we was going. Oh shit, this nigga, he's an unofficial FBI agent. There's no ex-FBI agents. Where do y'all get these things from? The fuck? Good morning. The hell? Ex-FBI agent. That nigga's crazy. Good morning, my brother. Oh man, what the hell? No, somebody set 600 Breezy up with that interview. I'm gonna be quiet. Oh! Shout out to that shit. We opening up the rest of the conversation. 31 minutes in. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. What the fuck, yo? Yo, y'all understand how bananas that is? They coming for all of you niggas. Y'all gotta get out of Chirac. Period. They coming for every last one of you, rat bitch. I'm not even gonna joke about it. They coming for all of you. They coming for every last one of you. You better believe it. Morning. They coming for all of y'all. Y'all better believe it. Because now I know what he's saying. My nigga, do you understand what he's saying? All right, that's what it is, little B. Do you understand what he's saying? I don't think. Okay, so I'm gonna explain to y'all what I've been trying to what the part that I've already spoke on. He basically aligned what Little Durk, when Little Durk gives money back to the hood, in the same type of area like when King Vaughn gives money back to the hood. You get what I'm saying? He put those in the same context. Now you telling me he talking to an FBI agent. I don't know what niggas is doing. Also, Cardi B is facing up to 4 years in prison. Basically, that whole bottle throwing thing. Cardi B didn't go to court. I forgot what's her reason for not going to court. Oh, wait, no, that was Nicki Minaj. The whole bottle throwing thing, Cardi B has to go to court for. She pled not guilty. If she's found guilty, she could get 4 years, up to 4 years. She most likely ain't gonna do no time, man. That's Cardi B. Probably ain't gonna do no time, though. That's Cardi B. What else we got on the docket? I just want to make sure that we bring everything up that's on the docket right now. NBA Youngboy might be getting out soon. The reason why NBA Youngboy might be getting out soon is because, like I had been telling y'all before, the evidence that they have against him, they can't figure out a way to show how they got it. The FBI or the police or whoever the individuals is NBA Youngboy is currently fighting in court, they have evidence that they want to use in court. The evidence that they're using to actually hold NBA Youngboy. Allegedly, it's attached to a fucking confidential informant. NBA Youngboy's lawyers is saying there is no confidential informant. Them rat bastards had an illegal wiretap on us. They have been illegally stalking us. There's no nothing. So NBA Youngboy's lawyers want him released as soon as possible and all charges dropped. And if not, they want him to be able to get bond or bail, whatever the fuck that shit is. So he could go, and they're gonna put him up in his Utah home. They're gonna get him military security. With that, I'm assuming they're saying they're gonna make sure that there's no gang members around him. They're gonna make sure that there's nothing around him. They're gonna give him military security. They're gonna put him in a house in Utah. Ain't even no black people in Utah. Only Karl Malone. So they say they're gonna put him in Utah in some mansion where he gonna have his recording studio in the mansion where he could just work. So NBA Youngboy might be coming home soon because the judge at this point is supposed to say, this is what the judge is supposed to do. I can't tell you what the judge is gonna do, but I am gonna tell you what the next step is. The next step is the judge going to the government and saying, okay, so I need to know who this confidential witness is so I know it's real. Good morning, my brother. That's the next step. The judge has to say, okay, look, I need to know that this confidential. I need to know how you got this information. I don't know if he's gonna make it public or to the also to the defense team, and the defense team is also supposed to know this. But that's the next step, so we're gonna see what happens next. So that's why I believe that there is actually a good chance that NBA Youngboy will be released. Or he should be, at least, if the government can't show where they got their fucking information from. They can't just be tapping our phones and arresting niggas. What up, New York Nicki? How you doing this morning? Jay Green, yeah, his fans won't shut up. His fans are the best. Anthony Iman says, didn't snitches go to Utah for protective custody? I don't know. Whoa, wow, they might. I mean, you just like Arizona. I guess they just send them anywhere where nobody's gonna find them. Man, I fucking missed the damn thing. I gotta rewatch it. Long story. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Let's go. Early morning, we've been killing it this whole week. Check this out. Nine times out of 10, the feds use whatever podcast that is to spin narratives. Say this again. We got 100 people in here. Can we hit that like button, send out some notifications, please? I'm gonna say this again. 9 times out of 10 that the feds use that podcast to spin narratives. So I don't know that podcast. I'm gonna find out what it is. But I advise y'all, pay attention to what those people say that come on those podcasts. Because they're being directed to say such things. They're being encouraged. You hear? Alright? They're being encouraged to say such things. Get it? They're being guided, angled to say such things. So be mindful. Some of that information might be good information that the feds just want us to know because, you know, they're good at their job. Now, I'm not ever advocating for the freedom of actual criminals and killers and shit like that. If you do the time, if you do the crime, you also have to be able to do the time. Jadakiss has a bar, and he basically says something about niggas don't care about snitches because niggas know how to do the because his niggas know how to do a bid. The problem is a lot of you dudes is doing crimes for bids that y'all can't do. That's the problem. There needs to be less murders out here. I'm sorry, you can't be a murderer and I'm upset you go to prison. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. You can't be a murderer and I'm out here advocating for your freedom. I have a responsibility to the murdered also. Just want to be clear on this. Because I think often people don't understand that. I'm not advocating for any of these murderers to not go be held accountable. What I'm saying is this. We have to stop committing crimes. Look at all of the different ways that you are going to get caught up on it. That's what I'm saying. If it's coming out, that's why I had to stop and slow down, because I realized the message might be coming out a little bit different. But that's what I'm saying. Stop committing crimes. There's too many ways out here for you to get caught. Okay, in the 1990s, I was into whatever I was into. You know what I started noticing? You want to know what I started noticing? They start putting cameras on the outside of all the bodega stores in New York City. Like, what the fuck? The outside? Shit don't make no sense. Niggas want to stop people from stealing, not walking down the block. I'm going somewhere with this. Good morning. I'm going somewhere with this. Listen. When I started noticing they was putting all the cameras on the outside of the bodegas, I started realizing they're not putting it on the outside of the bodega. They're putting it so they could cover the block. So now if you got a neighborhood where you got 2-3 stores on every corner, because remember, stores are usually put on the corners in New York City. I don't know how other cities go, but in New York City, stores are usually put on the corner. So if you got a store on the corner, you can literally have a camera pointing down this street and that street. Now you got 5, 6, 7 different stores. You can make sure that every single inch of fucking sidewalk is on camera at all times. I saw that shit. I said, oh man, niggas is out here doing all types of different crimes. On camera. Morning. So I say all that to say this. That was the 1990s. We're living in 2021. $600 Breezy said, yo, they don't usually care when we kill each other. As long as they do it, we doing it in their own hood. He said they brought it up to the Gold Coast. I told y'all that. That was part of the problem. They went right to the Gold Coast. Where did they go? They went to where all the money was and acted up. You ever see that parent that have that badass kid? They trying not to beat him. But the kid just do that one thing that is like, you gotta hit him now. Yeah. Basically. What up, Omega Sunlight? Says salute wellness frost. Mars chat. Bless up. What up, Dwayne Phillips? He says that's why less police. Wait, why less police? You're saying we should have less police? That don't make sense. Okay. I see Dwayne Phillips is something wrong with you this morning. Like what? Let's get 5 to $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Let's get the early morning festivities running. Hey, yo, check this out. I want to say something real quick. We're at the 45-minute mark. If there's anything y'all guys want to talk about, put it in the camera. Put it in the camera. I was reading your comment. Put it in the chat. I literally do be talking and reading at the same time. So a weird skill. I can literally talk, read, and watch TV at the same time. Keeping it tall says that means people not gonna spend money in those high-end stores, and that's why the Fed stepped in. Those guys are gonna be made an example of. My dude, if you got people that's going outside and they're gonna spend $10,000 today, you don't want them to be scared to come around your neighborhood where the $10,000 would be most wanted to be spent. Copy? Somebody going outside, they might spend $50,000 today, and you're one of those stores that's the type of clientele that you cater to. You don't necessarily want them to be scared to pull up to your fucking door. Now, do you want to know what else? He was online. Remember, this is COVID. Pardon me. Remember, this is pandemic, post-pandemic. He was standing online. So that means that these people might now be scared to go stand on fucking line. And you can't go to the store without standing on line nowadays. You understand? These guys had to go. I'm surprised they took this long to arrest them. The only thing I have to assume is, the only reason why they took this long to arrest them is because they decided to attach it. Listen, my assumption is this. There was already a pre-existing case that they had going on. This right here is the linchpin that they're going to use to connect one side with the other. The reason why I'm saying I'm surprised they took so long, I said that and then I thought about something. Good morning. Okay. The reason why they probably took so long is because they was getting a lot of good data and intel. They was getting a lot of good shit going on. They got some new wiretaps open, some new other things open. They go to the stores, they go to the Gold Coast, they say, you know what, we're just gonna make sure that there's a bigger police presence. They let they're gonna let the rich and super affluent people know what's going on. We got these guys, all the wiretaps are open, we taking them all down. It's a wrap. You know what this kind of reminds me of now that I'm thinking about it? They get info on unsolved murders. Boom, thank you, keeping it tall. You know what this reminds me of? Do y'all remember Scarface? Remember when Scarface, when they told him to kill the dude before he went into the UN? But homie was in the car with the kid. So Scarface didn't do it because we don't kill kids. This is one of those situations. They knew where Duck was, but they wasn't supposed to pull the trigger. Did I misspell something? I might have misspelled something. Sometimes I misspelled it. I don't really misspell it. A lot of these words that I gotta write, have red lines under them because some of these niggas' names is not gonna come up on my fucking thing. No women, no children. What they were supposed to do was see that where he was at and realize we can't take him here. They didn't. I'm gonna tell you what else this is like. Do y'all remember The Wire? When they had to drop on Omar with his grandmoms? And they pulled out and they shot the grandmoms up. Well, she didn't die. They shot at her. I forget if she got hit. And then Avon heard about it and he told them, like, how the fuck is y'all niggas shooting on a Sunday at an old woman house? I keep trying to tell y'all, man, the real problem is niggas is not gangsters, they savage. Let's just understand the difference. Yeah, they shot a crown off, yo. Good morning. We got 111 people in here. Can we hit that like button? Send out some notifications, please. I appreciate y'all. On a church Sunday, homie. Avon was like, how they do that? All them dudes got demoted, as they should. There's just certain things you do and certain things you don't do, homie. For real, for real. There's rules. Come on. There's rules. Your inability to want to acknowledge that rules exist doesn't make the rules non-existent. Keeping It Tall says, and some of those 5 are implicated in the unsolved murders, so I think that's why it took so long, because the indictment started months ago. Re-murders equals death penalty. Yeah, that's probably why they got the death penalty. For other murders that we didn't even hear, that's already over, so they already that they also gonna be accused of. Dude, they're gonna make the biggest example you've ever seen out of these guys. The example that they're gonna make out of these guys is gonna be extraordinary. I don't know what to tell you. What up, Niecy? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, baby girl? Nicey. Hit that like button. We got 110 people here. We can get to 70 likes. Let's send out some notifications. Come on, y'all. That shit bananas, yo. The nigga. They're gonna say that money that King Von gave them was payment. Right? But you know what they're really gonna say? Are y'all listening? What they're really gonna say is the $1 million that King Von got was payment. Who gave King Von the $1 million? Everything I'm saying right now is helping the defense. Telling the defense what they're gonna do if they don't already know. We got 117 people in here. Hit that like button. Send out some notifications. What they're gonna say is that the $1 million that King Von got was for payment with a Dirk. And then Dirk went and paid the niggas that actually did it. Because they was on consignment. I mean, pardon me, they was the agents. That's what they're gonna say, man, I'm telling you. That's what they're gonna say. I'm not cracking the case. I'm literally telling you what the FBI is gonna do. I'm literally helping the defense right now. I don't know no other way to explain this to you. I am helping the defense right now. I'm telling you what the FBI is going to do, definitively. Watch. I've been right enough. You don't want to take my word for it, you don't got to. But I've been right about this a lot. I'm just saying. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, my brother. We got 116 people in here. Hit that like button. Let's send out some notifications. I'm telling you what they're gonna do. I put the case up all the time. Sometimes I say stuff that's gonna benefit the prosecution or the defense. More times than not, I say shit that's gonna benefit the defense. I just don't think that the people be knowing. I'm telling you right now, this is what they're gonna do. The money that King Von get, they're gonna say King Von is the #1 hitter. They're gonna take King Von raps if necessary. No, an Esquire is a lawyer. What the fuck are you talking about? A Bridget agent? An esquire is a lawyer, homie. What are you talking about? An attorney and shit. That's what an esquire is. What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. What up, Two Feathers? I don't know what you're talking about. Go look it up, man. I don't know what to tell. I guess it could also be a Bridget the Agent. I don't know about that shit. I'm telling you what I know it to be, though. Hold on, listen. Yo, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. We've been killing it. We've been killing it the last couple of days, man. We've been killing it. We've been killing it actually for like a month. With the exception of when my computer situation happened. We've been killing it for about a month and a half, to be honest with you. Killing it. Listen. Breezy went on that show. I'm not talking about anything other than what we've already spoken on. I don't know who King Rob is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, and you look like you're trolling just coming here to try to create confusion. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen. All right. Oh, you coming here doing promotion for him. Okay, shout out to that. Shout out to that guy. I don't know what he said, so I don't know what you're talking about. Now, I'm just telling you, I don't know what he said, so I don't know what you're talking about. He might have, I don't know what he said. Who, me? Yeah, I do need some coffee. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Okay. Stop doing promotion for him on my channel. Copy? I appreciate you, though. Oh, so y'all trying to promote somebody else on my channel. Okay, I'm kicking both of you right now. Boom. There go one. Boom. There go two. I'm pretty sure I don't go to his channel and try to do promotion for myself. Good morning. Chilling. If I did go to his channel, I would just sit down, chill, and talk. Right? That's what I would do. We got 136 people here. Can we hit that like button? Send out some notifications. That was just rude, and that was just so disrespectful. Yeah, that was just so disrespectful. Shout out to them. I'm pretty sure he has a great channel. I don't know that. See, I want to say a thing, right? You know how there's this narrative that some people was trying to put out there that King Vaughn was, that somebody backdoored King Vaughn? You know about that narrative that people try to put out there that somebody backdoored King Vaughn? I don't ever talk about it because I'm like, I don't know what kind of, I don't see no proof. All I see is people saying that somebody might be upset at King Vaughn over one thing or another. That's it. Now I want to say something. I am not saying anybody backdoored King Vaughn, just so we can be clear. I am not saying anybody backdoored King Vaughn, just so we can be clear. But you do understand that King Vaughn was the linchpin connecting Dirk to O-Block. Duck gets murdered. King Vaughn gets signed. $1 million deal. It's his first $1 million. Go back to the block and gives out 100,000. What up, Trevor White? I don't know. At this point, I don't even know if niggas think before they act. Like, good morning. I don't know if people think before they act. Like, I don't know if these guys is thinking first. I have no idea. I can't tell. I can't tell. Because some of the things that they're doing, it's like, what in the hell? Like, that's so obviously gonna backfire. Why would you do that? Robert Bermudez says, damn, I'm late. I wish we was on the same time zone. You good, my brother? I tell you what, though. We looking for 5 to $10 drops to the Cash App this morning. You late, but you could pull up. Mega Ming says, I don't care what anyone says. No one does that. No one gives out that much money. No, people give out money like that. Omega Sunlight says, and Quando, I don't know. Can't really get to that. King says, good morning, Jack. Saturday, R.I.P. But this is what comes with that lifestyle. You said, and Quando. Quando might not have known shit about anything. Quando and Quando's whole team might not really. Who's to say Quando knew anything? Imagine, just for argument's sake, that somebody did line King Vaughn up, and Quando people wasn't even the person that was supposed to kill him. No Limit is a funny nigga. Alright, let's do it. No Limit is a funny nigga. Shout out to No Limit with the $2 drop that he just sent because he said I need coffee. Y'all wasn't here earlier. No Limit was like, you need coffee. I haven't had any coffee this morning. Can use some coffee. I haven't had any coffee this morning. Shout out to No Limit with $2 drop. Good morning. I'm trying to tell you every time I come to a new area, just the energy. This is people. I don't know these people really, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them though. I appreciate them inviting me into their community and open arms. And when they see me in the morning saying what's up and shit like that. But y'all don't notice that everywhere we go, every fucking way we go. Mega Ming says people love Vaughn for his music, but all in all, he was a modern day serial killer that killed other serial killers. Yep, exactly. 100%. I don't see anything wrong with those statements those statements that you just made. Here. I see zero wrong with it. All of the things with it is right. Robert Bermudez, keep it a stack. I was robbed, shot from behind in the spine, flatline, got brought back, and currently living in a nursing home at 34 because I got no family and the place takes my checks. Oh, nah, you good, Robert Bermudez? You ain't have to tell me none of that stuff. Big Thirsty, I'm gonna erase that off here. You ain't have to tell me none of that. It was just time to talk about drops, and your name was the name that I mentioned. That's it. It's not that serious. Big Thirsty said, great morning from Chicago. Salute. Trevor White says, live by, die by, facts. Okay, Trevor, you're good. You don't have to tell us your personal business. That was, I mean, Robert Bermudez. That was not necessary. It's not that serious. Just so we can be clear, I never want anybody to ever do a donation, a drop, or even spend time over here that you don't have. If you don't have it, you don't have it. What the fuck? Come on. Free in the evenings. 100. I'm 100% free in the evenings. I don't know what to tell you. What up, Devin Beachwood? This is good morning. Let's get back to the show. We got 151 people in here. Can we hit that like button? Send out some notifications. Nah, dude, you don't have to say all that. Let's stay to the show. You don't got to do all that. You don't got to tell the whole world your business. You could have just not said nothing. I wasn't putting you on the spot. It wasn't that serious. It really wasn't. And please stop bringing it up so I don't have to keep talking about it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Look, check this out. They have the dude with the car dead to rights. Period. They got the dude with the car dead to rights. Period. Homeboy with the car, they got him dead to rights. There's nothing they can do about that. But check out what they're about to do. Good morning. But check out what they're about to do. They got the dude with the car dead to rights. Check out what they're about to do though. Listen. What I believe that they're about to do is they're about to look at all the cars that any of these guys have purchased or attempted to purchase in the last couple of years if they haven't already did this. They're going to look at all the cars that any of these guys have leased. They're going to look at all the cars that any of these guys have rented. They're going to look at all of the murders, drive-bys, everything else, any kind of descriptions of any kinds of any vehicles. Any of these cars that come back that might even be an almost close comparison, they're then going to link them to those crimes, and they're going to get all of these niggas for so many murders, whether they did them or not. They knew that this is something that happens. Okay. For argument's sake, let's say that the FBI is the reason why that that they got found out that the application for the car was wrong. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that the FBI is the reason why the application didn't go through. Morning, my brother. Let's just say the FBI knew that they were that they were trying to buy that car. The FBI then got involved with the sale of the car to make it so that it wouldn't work. And the car had to be brought back. My point being is, maybe the FBI has been on their cars for some time now. And if the FBI's been on their cars for some time now, what other murders and crimes could they put on those cars and thus put on those owners? So right now, what they're gonna do is they're gonna create a, what do you call that? I don't want to say case study, but basically like an agreement with the court. Good morning. They're basically going to create like an agreement with the court, right? So bear with me. They're going to go to the court and say, look, this is the car that he owns. This is what their team does. If you own the car, that means that you got to be the driver whenever there's shooters or whatever, right? Whenever they doing shootouts, if you own the car. These are the shootings that have happened, bang, 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 shoot, whatever. These shootings have happened over this period of time. These are the colored cars. These are the cars that they drive. We found out that out of these 15 cars that was involved in these particular drive-by shootings, that 8 of these cars align with the description. You get it? Do you get it? Comparative methodology. Appreciate that, Omega Sunlight. And that's what they're gonna. That's what I believe is gonna be their attack. And that's how they're gonna grow the RICO. This is their modus operandi. This is how they operate. Good morning, my brother. This is how they operate. This is how they do their thing. These are bang, bang, bang. That's how they're gonna get even more people. So right now they're creating a census. They're creating an understanding, an agreement with the court. An agreement with the court is how these guys operate. Now I'm not even saying any of this is true. Once again, I think that there's gonna be people that's gonna go to jail that's innocent. In order for the police to catch a lot of these criminals, they have to send people to jail that's innocent. Not everybody's guilty, man. In order to catch criminals, sometimes they gotta let people free. In order to catch criminals, sometimes they have to let some of these people free. In order to get R. Kelly, they had to give some people immunity. Mega Ming says, I honk. I hope the last 15 to 20 years of crime in Chicago comes down to right now. They made the criminals seem like they could get away with anything, and cops didn't know how to work, but it was all a trap. Now they're rounding them all up, I think. Okay, so different cities have different methods to control crime. One of the methods of controlling crime in Chicago is just to let the criminals kill each other. What up, What up, Magnum? Magnum 96. I'm not saying the other fucking name. It's great. So different cities have different methods of controlling crime. One of the methods of controlling crime is pushing all crime to a specific spot and or location. And as long as they commit the crimes inside of that area, there's not too much of a reprisal against them. Like they're not gonna hit you very hard. But if you step outside of this location where they allow for you to commit a crime at, you start committing crime out here, they're coming for your ass. The best example of that is, do y'all remember Amsterdam in The Wire? They had this thing called Amsterdam. So you understand what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that they do. They'll allow crime over there because crime is gonna happen. So they allow crime over there. As long as you keep it over there, it's fine. You bring that shit over here, there's gonna be consequences and repercussions. This shit crazy. I don't know what y'all guys think. Put it in the chat. I want to know what y'all guys think. Come on, I want to know what y'all guys think. Put it in the chat. Killing somebody on the Gold Coast crossed the line. I don't know if duck dying specifically was also a thing, but his mother has been pretty outspoken. So whenever you have somebody, okay, those are terrible. Good morning. Whenever you have somebody that is that gets murdered or whatever the case is, and they have relatives who's extremely outspoken, who stay in the press and the news, talking about it, making a big stink, like they should, it's gonna get some attention. Barksdale was selling pandemonium. Yeah, it's open market. What up to the dean? Come on, y'all. Let's get $5 to $10 drops in cash here. Let's get the whole show going. Show's been going. Who's pulling up today? What time? What day is today? What is it? No, I believe they let Duck die on purpose so they can have a murder. Okay. I believe they let Duck die on purpose to make sure that they had a murder rather than an attempted murder. I'm not saying that Duck could have survived. He probably wouldn't have survived anyway. I'm just saying they wanted to make sure they allowed him to die on purpose, I believe. Can she prove they allowed him to die on purpose? I don't think she can prove that. She can't prove that. She can't sit. I don't think she can prove that. Still can't prove they did it on purpose. You can't prove they intent. I think that if she could have sued them, she would have already. You're talking about somebody who just got accused the other day of having a lot of kids so she could get welfare and live and not have to worry about having a job. I'm pretty sure if she could sue, she would have already. I'm not saying that's her case, by the way. I'm saying that that's what somebody else said. I'm not on that time at all. Shout out to BQ Mommy. Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. We love our sister-in-law. Yeah, we know they wasn't helping. What up, Liberty Hazelton? How you doing today, my brother? We got 140 people in here. Can we hit that like button, send out some notifications? I appreciate y'all. Let's go. Did the sun come out? Check this out. If you don't think somebody is gonna snitch, I don't know what to tell you. No, I haven't watched the new Halloween yet. Yo, look. What up, Radcliffe? Good morning. Well, I think she should sue. If y'all want to know what I think she should sue. No. That Bobby Shmurda dancing is not. We not blaming that on Jamaica. I don't know what's going on with homie. We like Bobby Shmurda. We ain't throwing no dirt on that nigga name. But I don't know about no. I don't know. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Morning, my brother. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going there. I don't know what the fuck Bobby Shmurda's doing with the dancing, man. I don't know what to tell you. Good morning. I be in the middle of words sometimes, so when they look over to say hi, I be in the middle of words. I'm not trying to like disrespect them. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that dancing Bobby Shmurda's doing. This shit don't make no sense to me, but you know, whatever. Dude came in here and said they West Indian, that's how they dance. No, they good. What up, Micah James says salute Jack Frost, R.I.P. King Vaughn. I feel Vaughn was who the feds wanted, and he was a gangster in killing, rapping. And when you seeing him break bread with the block, O Block, saw his intentions. Okay, first of all, the feds know who O Block niggas is. Once he went back, okay, let's rewind. Let's all the way rewind. Let's all the way rewind. Let's go back. When did Chief Keef drop? Y'all want to know why Chief Keef really had to leave Chicago? Because if Chief Keef would have tried to start really breaking bread with them killers in Chicago, they would have definitely put him away or killed him. And I'm 100% talking about the government. And I'm 100% saying that I don't even think that they would have been wrong. Don't let that go over your head. What the fuck you think is gonna happen if you got some motherfuckers who don't care about killing whoever, whenever, however, if all of them niggas get rich and they can go wherever they want and do whatever they want to do? And these whole guys, all their values and everything revolve around just murdering and killing each other all the time. You think the government want to allow for these niggas to get a whole bunch of money? Do you think that? No. So what happened? When Chief Keef started getting big, his people were smart. They made sure Chief Keef got the fuck away from Chicago. Do y'all understand what Chief Keef's warrant in Chicago is? I believe Chief Keef got a situation where Chicago got a warrant for him, but they don't even care about it. As long as ye don't come back. As long as Chief Keef don't come back, they don't care. Shout out to Big Thirsty with the $8 drop. He said, Big Thirsty from Chicago. Who's next? Come on, let's go. Who's next? Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. We got 153 people in here. Let's hit that like button. We could get to 120 likes. What up, Prince to Amaze this morning, everyone? And if he stayed and didn't break bread, his own people would have probably got him. Jealousy, that's a fact. Mega Mink says, Young Thug out on his interview snitching on Little Baby, say he made $100K a week in the streets for crimes that he already went to jail for. Soul Brother said, on some real shit, these guests should cop other murders to dead, other cases to the gangs. Okay. Pedroza says, Morning Frost. Omega Song Life said, I seen that. Yo. Shit is bananas. I don't know what to tell you. Shit is bananas. I do not know what to tell you. I do not know how you feel about this. Come on. Who got the Cash App? Who's next? Let's go. Who's next? Who's pulling up on this Wednesday morning? Whose name is about to be celebrated in the rap? This is BBN Network. In the saloon. Shit is crazy. Yo, look. As soon as King Von went back to that neighborhood and gave out that money and that shit went viral, their time was on, they was on the clock. Okay? As soon as King Von did that, they was on the clock. The government knows that these guys got 4, 5, 6 bodies apiece. I mean, I'm probably exaggerating, but you get my point. We're gonna let these guys get super rich, get all the money. All they're gonna do is breed more niggas like them. It's a shame that we got such soldiers, and our soldiers is not facing in the direction that's gonna help us. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of facing in a direction where we could get pushed that can help us, our soldiers is facing the direction against themselves. What up, Kamisi? Austin, salute to the 313. Salute to the 313. Come on. Omega Sunlight says, police came on the gram, might have even leave a comment with their hating ass. My dude, you don't understand. Half of the guys that these dudes be talking to be the police. Half of the guys that these guys be talking to be the police, my nigga. Y'all think I be exaggerating when people come in here and say weird shit and I be like, hold on. I think I be exaggerating. No, nigga. Look, this is the easiest way to put it. You think the police is out here following you around in cars, but they're not gonna follow you around on Instagram, where they can literally just sit at their desk at the office? Nigga Little Dirk talking about trying to get his fucking GED now. Yeah, you don't gotta work in the station to be in the payroll. That's a fact. Dude, this guy just did an interview with a Fed, man. There is no such thing as an ex-federal agent, man. The only way you're an ex-federal agent is if you're not alive no more or you defected. Other than that, I don't know. You went to another country. You went to another country now. I don't know what to tell you. There is no such thing as an ex-FBI agent. That's crazy. 600 Breezy just interviewed with a dude that y'all telling me is the FBI. I'm gonna say that again. 600 Breezy just did it. Yo, we got 97 likes. Come on, hit that like button. We can get up to 100. 600 Breezy just did it. God dang it. Okay, I'm here for that. Hey, good morning. Not leaving. Sorry about that. I'm here for that. Good morning. 600 Breezy just went and did an interview with somebody that y'all telling me is the feds. I don't know what to tell you, homie. What up, Brooklyn? We got Brooklyn Bang up in here. Everybody say what's up to my brother. I'm gonna explain something to y'all. There isn't a rapper that's involved in the street that's standing next to his hitters that they can't get. Good morning. That was the best good morning I got today. That was so wholesome. I appreciate that. Boom. Yo. Every single rapper that's standing around taking pictures with his hitters, I'm letting you know right now, the feds have you. They just are not choosing to come after you. They have you. Some of y'all might never even get, they might never even attempt to arrest some of you. So I'm not trying to scare nobody. They might never come for a majority of you. But they can. Yes, that was one of the best good mornings. The whole good mornings. So wholesome. I like saying things that make people happy. I like when you say something that makes somebody smile and feel good about themselves, that shit is dope. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how y'all feel. That shit's dope. Say something. Every person's spirits, TSN says that's a fact, but they watching daily on social media. But look, man, the only people they coming after is the idiots. If you move smart, the feds is not gonna come after you. I'm telling you. Because what sense does it make the feds coming after people who's playing by the rules the appropriate way and moving smart, when they got other idiots out there that they gotta get them niggas off the streets immediately? Because I can't even believe what they just did. So as long as you moving smart, 9 times out of 10, the feds will never come, my nigga. Because there's too many people out here that ain't moving the right way. There's too many people out here doing stuff that the feds have to pick up on right now. They don't got a choice. So a lot of y'all just get postponed. Good morning. So a lot of these cases, they just get pushed back. Think of, do y'all understand what the feds is probably thinking about doing? And then all of a sudden the Barclays Center gets shot up. Now the feds gotta stop doing whatever they doing and pay attention to Treyway and freaking the Gorilla Stone Bloods. Because y'all do, good morning. Because y'all do know initially, they weren't only paying attention, they was paying attention to both of them. Then what happened was, that's when Shotty started running around the street shooting the block up like crazy. And so they had to focus on Treyway sooner rather than later. Just so y'all know. And then the shit happened with Tekashi. So they had to focus on them, like I'm saying. So when you're moving the right way, the feds might never come for you, my nigga. Because they got bigger problems. They got idiots out there that they have to take care of because they creating the problem now. They creating a now problem. You have to handle this now problem. So shout out to that shit. I'm not even mad at it. I kind of get upset when I keep hearing people upset that people get locked up. And then they start talking about, yeah, but you mourning your brother that got killed by some random stray fire. But you also think it's okay for all the killers to always be free. So I don't understand that logic. I think it's okay for all the niggas that just shoot the corners up where innocent bystanders is, free that man is what y'all yell. I don't yell that. I'm not on that time. I don't yell that. I'm not on that time. If you standing out in the middle of the street shooting the block up with his innocent bystanders, you know what? You know there's a good chance you're gonna go to jail. You know there's a good chance you're gonna accidentally kill the wrong person. You know it. I don't gotta feel bad for you. You made your choices. The dean says, Frost, tell him the feds could put the bracelets on when they get all those rap artists to perform at Rolling Loud, which is a government entrapment program. I don't trust Rolling Loud at all. Shout out to that shit though. Just pay attention to the people that they don't let go. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, make the block out. Just pay attention to the people that they don't let go to Rolling Loud. Just pay attention to that. Copy? I'm gonna leave that alone though. I don't jack shooting in public at all. What the fuck? You could shoot at somebody right here and miss and shoot a nigga all the way down the block, nowhere near the school. You can be shooting. You understand what I'm saying? So nah, we're not doing that. Does anybody ever think the reason why violence keep happening to niggas is because all niggas think about is violence? Anybody ever put that together, thought about that, considered that, made that a thing? Maybe violence keep happening because all niggas do is think about violence? Maybe if brothers thought about something else, other things will happen? Maybe if brothers stop thinking about violence, it won't happen? Or less of it will happen? Why don't we think about dropping $5 to $10 drops into the Cash App while we trying to manifest these positive things in our life rather than the negative? Let's get $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App immediately. Or to the PayPals. Who's next? And we got 160 people in here. Can we hit the like button? Yes, the Knicks are coming on later. That's a fact. What's up? No Limit War pulled up for coffee this morning. Who buying me breakfast? Let's get some grits. Let's get some grits with some eggs and some bacon. Some beef bacon or turkey bacon. With some what we gonna get? Toast with jelly and jam? What's that about? So who buying me breakfast this morning? Let's go. Uma says 80s babies, what the fuck? 80s babies and the like the generation before mine's always said a bullet don't have no name on it. And if you're not trained to shoot, then yes, you definitely hit innocent bystanders. That's a fact. Bullet don't got no name on it. Home fries is a go. I like grits though. I like my grits safe. I like the grits with the salt and pepper. Sometimes a pinch of garlic. But I'll put the garlic in there. A pinch of the garlic powder in the eggs, yo. It's a pinch, yo. You don't really want it to be strong. You want to know it's there, but you really don't taste it. But you taste it. Just a pinch of garlic on the eggs. I'm telling you. Still putting the salt and pepper though. Just so you know. Morning. We got 157 people in here. Hit that like button. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What the art of D Glass. This is Good Morning Frost. Sup, BBN family. Let's drop some frost in the chat, y'all. All of the frost. What else you talking about this morning? Appreciate you, Victor Thomas. He says Jack Frost definitely consistent and good at this. What's your assessment with Kyrie Irving? Shout out to Stilo Facts. I don't think Kyrie Irving should be forced, and I don't think anybody else should be forced to take any jab. Kyrie Irving doesn't want to take the jab. I think it's outrageous that any black person, black American, would want to oppress Kyrie Irving for his decision. I think that's disgusting. Like, people talk about bigotry and racism and white supremacy, but they don't even know what those things are. They just use them like they're interchangeable, and they're not. These things are not interchangeable. Racism, bigotry, and white supremacy are three distinctive things. And basically, every time one of these black sportscasters go on and tear Kyrie Irving down for not wanting to get the jab, they're encouraging white supremacy and bigotry. I'm personally against those things, so I'm not here for that. But like I said, some people, they don't even know what those words mean. They think they're interchangeable. They're not. Omega Onslaught says Colin Powell on it. Soldier or Biggest Liar. Colin Powell was a good house N-word. He made us feel like there was progress. Colin Powell made black people feel like there was progress. So he probably inspired so many people who went on to do great things. So I don't think I should tear him down, even though I don't agree with a lot of the things in which he did. He inspired so many people into greatness. You know, he was a beacon of hope for a lot of people. Prince Tuamir says this winter is going to tell a very revealing story to either promote or demote vaccination, in my honest opinion. So November and December are family months. We're gonna agree on that, right? November and December has the two holidays that are the most holidays that's synonymous with family spending time together. I think that the people who have actually gotten the jab are more violent about this conversation than the people who haven't. I think that there's a lot of people that got the jab that don't know if that was the right thing to do or not. And they don't want to be alone in the decision. Yeah?
Knowledge is wealth, brother.
Appreciate you. Good morning. And congratulations. You disagree with what, Omega Sunlight? Bang Bangs is correction. Myron Gangs, a.k.a. Fit, co-host of Fresh and Fit, real name is actually Homeland Security Investigator and not FBI. He was signed 8 months ago to do his controversial podcast. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I still think that you can't not be Homeland Security. What the fuck are you talking about? You do know that one shot gets certain jobs. Like that's not a job. Like, I don't know how to explain this. When they give you certain access to certain information, the only way you're not that thing no more is if you die. So I don't know his level of access at Homeland Security. So, okay, I'll say that much. But when you get certain levels of access, you get information that creates a certain value to you, where you can't not be an FBI agent no more. You can't not be a CIA agent no more. Like, this is what you are. You understand what I'm saying, if that makes sense? There are a lot of people who took the jab and they're not happy that they took the jab. I'm not talking about the people who took the jab to keep a job. I'm talking about the people who, when they took the jab, they thought it was a good idea. Now they're taking it and they're not so sure if it's a good idea or not. I'm talking about them. I'm not talking about the people that's like, yo, I gotta keep my job, I gotta feed my family. Like, these rap bastards is forcing us to do this shit. You understand? I'm not talking about y'all. I feel for y'all too. You feel me? But I'm talking about the people that got the jab because they thought it was a good idea. And now after they got it, they don't know if it was a good idea or not. A lot of them are the main ones that's busy trying to force other people to get it. Government is wicked, man. And I'm not saying wicked like bad. I'm saying wicked like wild. Like, I'm gonna tell you what the government's doing. And this is probably the last generation that they're gonna probably be able to do it in. Listen. What up, Ty Dot? I'm gonna tell you what the government is doing. They're blowing the whistle for all the people that's 60 and older. For all of our elderly, for all of our grandparents, they're blowing the whistle. Some of our parents, they're blowing the whistle. Everybody that's like 60 and older, they blew that whistle. All of them immediately went to go get vaccinated. A large percentage of them immediately went to go get vaccinated, and they're pushing that on their own on the people in their family. Now, with that being said, I'm not for or against the jab. I'm saying do whatever's in your best interest. What I am also saying is our government, whenever they're trying to push an agenda, they will blow certain whistles for different people or different demographics. They was blowing the whistle when they wanted to get us to go out there and protest. Now they're blowing the whistle to get the older people in our generation, the older, elderly, the more senior people in our families to encourage us to get the jab. Good morning. They're blowing the whistle. They're encouraging them. You understand what I'm saying? To put pressure on people to get the jab. Because in previous generations, that would be a done deal. If this was the 80s and your grandmother came to you and told you to do a thing, 9 times out of 10, you're doing it. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Chill. That his wife? That might be his wife and shit. I don't know, that might be his work wife. Yo, I want to stop everything we're talking about real quick. I want to talk about this work wife shit. So, good morning, my brother. I want to talk about this work wife shit real quick. 2 seconds. All right, 2 seconds. It's gonna take 2 seconds. Check this out. So, you know, I didn't know this work wife thing was a thing. You know, I've had a ton of work wives. I didn't know this shit was a thing. Good morning. I didn't know this whole work wife thing was a thing. I've had a ton of work wives. And you want to know something? I think I've had a couple of work, what do you call those? Side pieces. I think I even had work side pieces. I'm just going, because I'm looking back at when I, like the different companies I used to work for and the shit I used to do. And I'm like always super fun. And I'm always probably breaking the rules. There's probably some rules that we're supposed to be following. I'm probably not following them shits. And I'm probably doing my own thing. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick and I'm gonna get right back to the conversation. just so you can just know a little tiny bit of something. I used to go to work, and I swear, have like a whole week where I did really no work. I was just there. Just, you know, I go to work, the boss, for whatever the reason is, one of the supervisors, they just got me hanging out in their office for about 2-3 hours, and then I go do whatever I'm doing, and then I go working somewhere. I'm another day, and I got a director somewhere that got me walking in. I'll have weeks like this where I'm just people in the building that I work in that are superiors over me, literally just hanging out with me. All right, morning, my brother. That shit was like real talk. They'll be like my supervisors, and literally we'll just be like hanging out most of the time. So that's what I'm saying. I probably had like mad work-wise and shit. Didn't even know it. I used to get mad though. That shit like for real. And then the people just be hanging out half of the day. Yeah, shout out to Brooklyn Banger because you know somebody used to be a supervisor for me. She'll come on, she'll tell you. I used to play pool all day. I used to never be on post. I used to be hanging out in the supervisor's office. Trying to tell you. That's why I'm trying to tell you. That's why when people, like, y'all don't understand, man. If you took there's portions of my life that would really make good television. I know everybody thinks their life would be good television. No, there's portions of my life that would be incredible TV, man. When I worked at freaking the fucking homeless shelter, that shit was incredible. Good morning. When I worked at fucking Bellevue homeless, when I worked at Ward's Island, that shit was dope. But when I worked at Bellevue, that shit was incredible. I know why niggas is mad at me. Some of y'all don't know how I feel to be the man. Oh, some real shit. On some real shit, no cap. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to the you work at Ward's Island? I used to work in the men's shelter. Like, I don't know, 03, 04, something like that. Like 03, 04 maybe. They don't know how dangerous it is over there. That shit dangerous. Put it like this, the job I had, females couldn't have the job for fear of them might getting raped or assaulted. So they didn't hire females to do the job I had. It was too dangerous. All right, let's get back to it. What we talking about this morning? What else y'all want to talk about, man? We talked about this OTF shit. We've been leading into that. What else y'all want to talk about this morning? We got 162 people in here. Let's hit that like button. Let's get our likes higher than the people in the room. Let's do that. Let's hit that like button. Excuse me. Let's get our likes over the people in the room. I don't know about Young Thug's album. I know it's too much music. Hey, I'm gonna end this live and we're gonna come back with another live in about 5 minutes. I wanna change the title. We're gonna end this live and I'm gonna come back with another live in about 5 minutes. We're gonna continue to, we're gonna end this live, I'm gonna change the title. And we're gonna come back with another live in about 5 minutes, about 10 minutes, It's gonna be extended BB and Morning Coffee. We'll be right back